Hello, how are you? Amanda, Seint Artist. We're gonna do our eye makeup. I'm gonna talk more about hooded eyes. I wanted to show a new eye combo, and they are my favorites. They are the colors I started with 3 years ago when I joined Seint. Here they are, right here. Oak, Lullaby. I've had Lullaby for 3 years, and this is how far it's gotten. Now I do use a lot of different colors, and then Drift. Drift I use every day, and I've been using it for a little over a year because it is a newer color. I use it a lot. It has a really beautiful consistency feel to it. It's very silky. And I'm gonna be using my favorite lately, eyelid primer, Audrey. It's so good. So I'm gonna go in, I'm just using the small end of the detail brush because it's what was right here from my last tutorial. And I'm just gonna go from lash to brow. It's kind of, I wanna say, this reminds me of Mama, which is an eyeshadow. It's a pale pink, and it's a great base if you're wanting that, but it's pink, and I like it a lot. I mean, it's not crazy. It's pink here, but when it goes on, it's not so bad. I even like it as a pop on the under eye. A lot of people are really scared of it. I wouldn't use it as your full under eye brightener, but if you grab it with a small brush and go right here on this inner corner, up, and in, it just creates a little extra kick. All right, punch it up. Gotta do both sides. Okay, let's prep our lids. I'm going to use, I don't know what I'm gonna use because I didn't grab my brush. Let's just find the first one I'm gonna get. That's not an eyeshadow brush. We'll use this one. It's a demi brush. It's a brush. Don't ask me. I'm gonna use my setting powder. You can use Cupcake if you want, but I like setting powder. I have oily skin, so it's always in my palette, and it works just as good. It's nice and sheer, and I'm just using this to set that cream so it doesn't crease. Plus, powders blend better on top of powders, and I feel like it doesn't change the color too much. Okay, it's just gonna be a real neutral eye. I am Neutral City. I'm not going to be on here telling you to buy bold colors all the time. Most of the time I'm here to tell you how to look normal. I think. So I'm going to use the fluffy end. I'm going to go into Drift, and I'm going to just get under my eyebrow. This is what I do every time. I always put this on first because if I put it on last, it can really, I have hooded eyes. So by doing this, some people say it weighs your lids down. I disagree because I put it on first. Nobody's ever wrong. I just disagree with that. People say shimmers can weigh a hooded eye down. I don't think so because I'm putting it on first. If I put it on last, I think it would compromise my transition color and it could weigh it down, but it's not. So the next color I'm going to go into is a Lullaby. It's a really pretty, I'm trying to get the truest tone. It's a very pretty purpley mauve color. I really like it. I have brown eyes, so it kind of punches them up. So we're going to push it on, tap it off, and we're gonna put this on the outer hood of our eye. So everything touches my lash line, and my crease also comes exceptionally low. It comes down to meet my corner. So I don't do a lot of wings, big wings, because I don't like the bat wing look. That's my preference, grabbing a little more just to build. But I don't like that bat wing look. And then because my eyes are so hooded, I feel like when I do a cat eye, it pulls my eye down. And I'm 42, and so I like my eye to have some lift. If I don't create the lift, it looks like this. And so just by pulling it straight out, it's just a straight, it's not a windshield wiper. If you have maturing lids, no windshield wiper. Just pull it straight out and stay on that brow bone and pull it out. You can see I have openness right here, and that's okay. This is just a transition color, and then now I'm gonna windshield wiper just to blend it out. But look at how pretty it is. That's so pretty. I'm going to do one eye at a time just so you can see the effect. I mean, I just think this helps give lift. It opens things up. I'm just pulling my fake lashes out. Okay, I'm going to go in on the denser end of this brush. What is this called? Oh, I'll think of it at some point. But it's a demi brush, and it's really good for shadow. Okay, we're going to go on the outer part of my corner. Guys, I am sorry. Outer part of the corner, and then I'm going to pull it down. And I like my under eye to have some smokiness, and then I pull it up. And this gives me that lift that I like. And then I'm gonna push on my brow bone. Just blending that in. If you wanna pop this onto your lid, you absolutely can, but I like to start out here because what's on the lid and in your crease when you're hooded, it's not seen very much. So if you do a lot of your makeup like this with your eye open, and make sure it's resting. I notoriously can't help myself, but I have a nasty habit of going like this when I'm doing it. And I really need to focus like this, but I can't. But I've been doing it a while. And so I know where I like things placed. But look at how it just changes the shape of the eye. I'm also going to use a light shimmer. So if you have hooded eyes, using a bright shimmer like Soulmate can sometimes push it down. I'm just going to grab some drift, and I'm going to start on the inner lid, not the inner corner, the inner lid, and then I'm going to pull it out towards that oak brown, and then we're going to use that fluffy end to pull. And I just like the way that it opens up the eye and it looks less hooded. I mean, it does look better. I'm going to grab some eyeliner, I think. Where are you? Right here. I don't use a fancy eyeliner. I don't think they're worth the money. I don't. I used to use Givenchy a lot, and it was a sharpened pencil, and I liked it. I liked it just as much as I liked my Maybelline Tattoo Studio. And I don't have to sharpen it. I hate sharpening pencils. Okay, we are going to, when you have mature lids, we are going to tight line. This is going to fill in your lashes because as you mature, we all know they thin out. And then I am going to do a little hit of this on the edge, not the waterline, the edge. This is going to extend my lash line. This is going to, because we don't want to do a hard liner across the top, I'm grabbing that corner and following the curve of my lower lash. We're gonna pull this straight up, and then I'm just pushing into my lash line here, and I'm just creating a small cat eye. And before this sets, take a fingernail and go and grab that and pull it. And it will create a sharp corner without that looks nice, and it gives lift. I'm going to do just a touch on my lash line, and this has a smudger on the end. And very lightly, I'm just going to use it to blend it like that. I like the way this looks, especially with that oak. Oak is my favorite brown. It is what I started with. And I just like the way this makes my eyes look. You can grab mascara. This is Bare Minerals Lashtopia. I think this is comparable, just gonna hit my lower lash line. This is comparable to Lash Paradise, I think. I think it's a pink bottle. I think it's comparable. It has a longer shelf life. But look at that. My eye has a completely different shape just based off of eyeshadow placement. I'm not doing anything. I'm just resting my eyes. And I naturally talk like this, where they're up just a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna go in, we're gonna do this again. And I'm gonna show you how fast we can do this. So I'm opening it up, and I'm gonna grab that drift. We're gonna pop that up here. I'm gonna clean things off, and I'm gonna go in to Lullaby, and I'm just going straight across, touching my brow, pulling it straight out, leaving it open on the outer corner. You can do this with the fluffy end, you could do it with the short end. I don't care, it's whatever works. And you just go back and forth. Then we're gonna go into oak, and we're gonna go outside the corner, pull it down under the eye. Once you find your placement, all you have to do is change colors out and do the same exact placement every time. It's not, when you're changing eyeshadow colors, you're not remaking the wheel. Like, you don't have to change everything. You have the placement where you like the way your eye looks. That's why essentially everything I do is the same. You see me do a transition color. You see me do a top shimmer color. You see me pop out here, and you see me push into my brow and under my eyes every single time. Grabbing that drift, going on the inner lid, pulling it out, grabbing some more if I need, flipping to that fluffy end. I keep that cleaning tile in here, especially when you're using different colors like this, the way that I'm using them. Grabbing a smaller mirror just to get all up in my business, and I'm gonna hit that waterline. I just go till my lashes end. I think I said that, I'm not sure. I do a lot of tutorials and it all blends together. getting that inner edge, grabbing that corner to flick out and in, fingernail to pull it. Fingernail to pull it, and it just, oh, I really like that method. It's just, don't grab a Q-tip. You got a fingernail, use it. I was gonna use my eye shader. But then just taking this and smudging, smoking, smudging. You don't want to push hard. This has a really nice dense smudger end. You don't need to push hard on it. Just grabbing this and smoking it out. But that's a dang good eyeshadow. I love this combo. I always forget how much I love Lullaby because I do the makeup thing. I don't get to use the same colors every day. I try to change things up for you guys. But Lullaby is by far my favorite. Ooh, let's try this. What is this? It's unlabeled. Where did I get this? This is just... I don't know. This looks like one of those nude things. Huh, never mind. We're not going to try anything because it's not popping out. Okay, that's it. That's the... I think it's very pretty. I think it's very beautiful. But just 3 colors, and they are a ride or die good time favorite. But hooded eyes can look very lifted and open, and they're good. That's it. Have a great day.